John Gruden, you're on the clock, and you better pick up the phone because it's ringing. John Gruden, the phone is ringing, and it's Howie Roseman, and it's time to trade. It's time to send the Eagles, you know who.
Kick the red, double move on the red.
Yo everybody, how you doing? King Dingbat here. So I hope everybody's enjoying their Sunday, watching the game so far, just sitting back, relaxing, knowing that your Eagles secured a victory on Thursday. You can sit back today and just watch the games. That's what I'm doing. I love it. I got DirecTV. I'm going fly each game. I'm faster than Red Zone. Like, people put on Red Zone like because they want to say I'm faster. I'm always 3 or 4 plays ahead of the Red Zone. It's awesome. I love football Sundays. I love it. I love knowing my team won and I can just chill out. But, you know, as I'm chilling out, as I'm sitting there, I keep thinking about a report that came out earlier today from Jay Glazer that I saw. And in this report, he was saying that not only are the Raiders listening to trade offers for Amari Cooper, they are actively shopping him. They are actively shopping Amari Cooper. Now, the reason I'm bringing this up is because I did videos in June saying if Amari Cooper becomes available, I would try to shake Amari Cooper free from the Raiders. I was talking about this early in the summer because I know that next year's the last year of his contract and he's got a $13 million cap hit, okay? So I think the Eagles need to get on the phone, call John Gruden, and get Amari Cooper. I don't know what they're asking for, but I would give a second-round pick for him. Now, you're going to say, or you may say, well, you're saying Le'Veon Bell and all these other names that are out there and stuff like that. Yeah, we're trying to figure out what the Eagles are thinking, what they're going to do. There are options. We're trying to get better, okay? Now, Le'Veon Bell, to me, would be the number one priority. If you can get Le'Veon Bell and sign him to an extension and have him long-term, I would do it. That would probably take you out of the opportunity to get an Amari Cooper. But let's say Le'Veon Bell isn't going to work or it's just too expensive or whatever, okay? You still have other options. We know of all the options that they have at running back, specifically one Shady McCoy, who we know the Eagles have already contacted the Buffalo Bills about. Maybe the rumors about Jordan Howard are true. Who knows? But if you got one of those guys, you still could go out and get Amari Cooper. Amari Cooper is $4.5 million in cap space this year. So he's only going to cost the Eagles $4.5 million. Next year, he will be $13 million, but you give him an extension and you rework that so it doesn't hit you as a $13 million cap hit. I believe Amari Cooper is super, super talented. I believe the reason why he has underperformed in Oakland is because he's been in Oakland. Okay, I don't think he's had the greatest coaches and stuff like that. We know John Gruden is about to blow. He's 1-4, hopefully loses again, and it puts more pressure on them to trade Amari Cooper. But if the Eagles could get Amari Cooper, who has speed enough to stretch the field on the opposite side of Alshon Jeffrey, that would be amazing. That would be awesome. I gotta tell you, I mean, it's very attractive for me to think Amari Cooper and Shady McCoy being added to this team right now. What would that do for this team? Or Jordan Howard and Amari Cooper. I mean, I don't care. Even if you go Le'Veon Bell for 1 year as a rental player and Amari Cooper, it works. I mean, but Amari Cooper is available, and we need a wide receiver desperately. We haven't wanted Dez. I want us to get on this Amari Cooper situation. I don't think it affects what we do at running back for the rest of this year if we trade for somebody. Amari Cooper is available, and he's $4.5 million. I want him. I want him. Now, they are actively shopping him. I would get on it. I would be on it so fast. The Oakland's playing right now in London. I would have a trade done. I would have Oakland pull him out of the game, and I would have him an Eagle. I want Amari Cooper. I want him bad. I mean, look, Le'Veon Bell to me is the ultimate prize. But he's, like I said, he's not coming till the trade deadline. We can figure things out until then. Even if he's a rental player for 1 year and you still bring Amari Cooper in and then Bell walks at the end or whatever. But Amari Cooper's available, and they're trading him. I don't want him going anywhere else. I want him in Philly. So I hope the Eagles get on this. I will put the link in the description for the sources. And what do you guys think about Amari Cooper coming to Philly? Now, Amari Cooper would be very interesting, but there's another guy we got to talk about. It doesn't end there. I want to talk about Patrick Peterson, the cornerback from the Arizona Cardinals, because Jason La Canfora reported today that they are willing to entertain trade talks for that cornerback. I think he's 28 years old, one of the best corners in the league, and God knows the Eagles have a problem at cornerback, especially with Jalen Mills. So Patrick Peterson is also possibly available. Now, this isn't as strong of a report as the Amari Cooper, because it says in the Amari Cooper report that they're actively shopping him. This is more like, hey, we're the Cardinals and we'll listen to some offers. If we get a good offer, maybe we'll trade him. But to me, Patrick Peterson would be a great addition to the Eagles. I wouldn't mind if they chose him over Amari Cooper or a running back. How could you complain? Patrick Peterson's a great player. He is 28 years old. He does carry, like, I think $11 million cap hit next year. And then in 2020, it's a $12 million cap hit. And we've also seen some corners coming for the Eagles, big name corners that were not good once they got there. I always think of those things like Osmo, whatever his name was, how he stunk when he came to Philly. But Patrick Peterson's a great player. So if you had an opportunity to get him, why wouldn't you? I'm not sure what they're asking, but when I hear, hey, we're entertaining offers for a guy, to me that sounds like they're probably going to want a lot. But Patrick Peterson is a great player, so he's also available. We got a lot of names, a lot of big names available coming up for these trade deadlines. Now, if I had to choose between Patrick Peterson or Amari Cooper, this may be unpopular, but I'm going to go with Amari Cooper. I'm going to go offensive. I think the defense can figure things out. Patrick Peterson is 28 years old. He has a big cap hit. Amari Cooper is much younger, and he's still got a lot of years left. We could sign him to a pretty big extension. It's a tough call, though. I mean, Patrick Peterson's probably one of the best cornerbacks, if not the best cornerback in football. Maybe not, he's not the best. I would say Jalen Ramsey's the best corner. But he's definitely up there in the top 5, I think. And I couldn't be upset if the Eagles got him. I couldn't disagree with anybody if they say, hey, let's get him instead of a wide receiver. Me personally, I think you need firepower on offense. You have a franchise quarterback in Carson Wentz. I think you have to go out and you have to put weapons around him. I think the Eagles' defense and secondary, they can figure it out, they can fix it. We do have Sidney Jones. He's young. Why not put him on the outside and let him develop? So if I had to choose between Amari Cooper, let's say getting Amari Cooper and a running back, or getting Patrick Peterson, I'm going to go ahead and get Amari Cooper. I just think the Eagles need firepower on offense. They definitely need help at corner too. So either one, I wouldn't mind. But Patrick Peterson is available. There's also reports today, I should say, that the Eagles probably won't get Shady McCoy. Fine, whatever. It doesn't matter. There's still other running backs for them to get. None of that would affect Patrick Peterson or Amari Cooper. So it's interesting. There's a lot of names going out there. I don't know what the Eagles are going to do, but I can't wait to find out and see who it is. I think Amari Cooper is more likely to get traded than Patrick Peterson. I think it would take probably a first-round pick to get rid of Patrick Peterson at least. So tell me what you guys think with all these reports. I'm going to get back to the games. It's second quarter right now. So, hey, I'll talk to you guys later. Let me know what you guys think. And, hey, don't be a dingbat.